Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. As promised in my last video, I'm back with the culture series, and this time I'm sharing with you what it's like to work at a Belgian company as a person from a non-European country, me of course. To be honest, I wasn't ready for everything that I faced at work, so this is why I'm sharing with you my own experiences, so you just don't end up making the same mistakes that I did at work. So the first point that I want to mention is the directness of the Dutch people. They're really straightforward when it comes to communication in both providing positive or negative feedback, so both of them. I remember one time my manager called me directly without even asking if I was available at first. And just to say that the work that I had done was completely wrong and that it should never happen again. And there wasn't any soft approach like saying maybe you should double check this or asking why it happened, just straight to the point. They usually don't care about the reasons behind your mistakes, like maybe you got the wrong input from someone else or something similar. So what matters is that the end result is correct. So it's up to you to double check everything. Even if someone else made a mistake, you have to correct it before handing that work to your manager. So yeah, they're not just direct with the words, but their actions are really straight to the point. So this shows that if you want to work peacefully here, you might have trouble if you come from a culture where it's really common to take things personally at work. Since criticism is really common here, it's not really seen as something negative, it's rather there to improve yourself. So you have to learn to accept it, move on with it without taking it personally. Otherwise, you might have trouble. But on the bright side, they're really direct when it comes to appreciation. So as long as you do your job, even if it's just a bare minimum, they'll let you know with a quick email or a message saying thank you or keep up the good work, just to let you know that you're a valuable asset to the company as long as you do your job well, and that's it. And because they're so direct, one thing that you can be really sure is that the job description that you see on the vacancy website of the company will actually match your actual job. My manager especially was really strict about this, and she even once told me that please let me know if someone else from the company tries to pass on any work to you that's outside of your responsibilities. So you can tell that the boundaries are really respected and important here. The second point is their extreme punctuality and time efficiency. I'm still shocked to this day on how my manager really managed to juggle everything together. She was always on time, super organized, and got everything done before the deadlines, even with 2 kids waiting at home. Just think about it. One time I casually messaged her just to ask if we can move the meeting 10 minutes later because I was a bit running behind, and her reply was, no, I have another meeting at that time. So not even a 10 minutes delay could fit into her calendar. So that's when I realized every minute of their day is organized and written down. So if it's not on the calendar, it means that it doesn't exist. So if you're someone who's more chill and who just likes to go with the flow, you might have trouble working here because in Belgian work environments, time efficiency is really important and they expect the same from you. Third point is the amazing work-life balance. One thing that I really appreciated in Belgium was that nobody bothers you on the weekends about work. And even if something urgent comes up, they still treat the weekends as rest day and only start counting the deadlines as of Monday. And coming from a culture where you're even expected to work on the Saturdays full time, this made a huge difference for me, so you can be sure that you will have amazing work-life balance if you work in Belgium. Fourth point is on privacy and hospitality. Don't be surprised if your Belgian colleagues don't invite you for dinner, because hospitality is a bit different from what I was used to in my own country. Like, cooking for guests is not really a thing here. I was really surprised. And even if you do get invited, you have to accept that the fact that they're not gonna cook for you and they'll just serve you some snacks and wine on the side, and that's it. From what I have observed, weekends are mainly for family. It's really rare to make personal plans with colleagues, especially on Sundays. Saturdays can be for occasional dinner or drinks, but Sundays it's always family time. So if you're expecting big social gatherings and being invited over to your colleagues' houses, like in some other cultures, you might want to reduce that expectation a bit here in Belgium. The fifth point is small talk. Yes, it exists, but it's really tactical. I remember one time my manager made the team schedule a weekly 10-minute meetings just to catch up, but not on work, on each other. And on the meetings, we literally only talked about the weather, our bike rides, what we did over the weekend, what we cooked, and that was it. Really weird, right? And then, when the time was up, we just told each other, okay, let's see you again, let's catch up again soon, and that was it. And even when you bump into your colleague next to the coffee machines, the small talk is rather going to be friendly, but short and very, very surface level. They're not gonna go into detail, talk about their families or show any emotions basically. So, if you're someone who's used to having deep emotional conversations with colleagues next to the coffee machines, then this might feel robotic at first, but I'm sure that you'll get used to it. This brings me to my last point, which is not about the culture, but it's really, really important to mention, especially for non Europeans. So, if you're not a Belgian or a EU citizen, make sure at work you document everything, every input, every task, every contribution that you make for the company. Make sure to keep track of all of them. What I didn't know at the beginning is that the European authorities regularly check the value that you're providing to the company as a non European employee. For my case, that was once a month. They wanted to see the concrete proof of the work that I was doing and how it contributed to the company. Meanwhile, my European colleagues didn't have to go through this procedure at all. So, if you're in the same situation, please make sure to document everything that you do at work from day one. Trust me, this will save you a lot of stress later. I hope my own experiences in working in Belgium also help you on your own journey. And if you have any more questions, please ask them below. I'll be happy to answer them. See you on the next video. Bye.